Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Delaney Simmons of Amazon. Thanks for joining us, Delaney.
Hi, Fred. Thanks for having me.
What we're talking about today is the move, I guess, that we're seeing, a societal shift in the way people enjoy their TV entertainment. More and more of us have been cutting the cord. Give us the overview of what's been going on.
Sure. So over the last few years, we've seen a ton of momentum in cutting the cord. People are looking for flexibility and cost savings from their traditional cable. And it's expected that about 34% of all U.S. households by the end of the year will be 100% streaming households, which is a pretty big deal when you understand that people are kind of stacking streaming and cable today. So 34% streaming-only households.
And that means no cable box, no satellite, just using their internet connection.
That's correct. Just internet and a device potentially like Fire TV that lets you stream all of your favorite content on that big TV in your living room.
I guess a lot of folks wonder, okay, well, can I get all of the content that I can get today, including local channels, if I do cut the cord? I guess that's one big sticking point for some people.
For sure. There's a lot of fear about losing access to content like live sports. We also hear that people are super afraid to miss out on Bravo. But I am here to tell you that you can watch all of those things over the air, streaming channels, without too much hassle. So, Fred, do you use an HD antenna at home?
Where I live, it doesn't work too well. I guess I'd need to get like a super antenna. But go ahead.
Okay, so for people that have access to live over-the-air channels for free, HD antennas can be a great way to do that. We have a product called Fire TV Recast. It's a DVR. You plug that antenna into the back, and you can actually watch and record all of those free channels over the air, and it organizes all of it into your Fire TV interface. So you're going to see your Netflix and your Hulu and all of those free channels right there on one home screen. So you don't have to have cable to watch live local news. You can watch it over the air on an antenna. But for me, I actually don't have an antenna at home. I'm 100% streaming, and I signed up for Hulu Live. Hulu Live also has access to local channels, and I can watch the Today Show in the morning, and I can watch sports at night. And it's a great way to still have access to live content and save money.
And with some of those services, you can record also in the cloud, right?
Yeah, so Hulu Live and services like PlayStation Vue and Sling, they all have cloud-based DVRs. That's correct, yeah. So you can do very similar things if you want to be able to record. I often find, though, that most of the stuff I'm looking for is available on demand, and I don't actually need to babysit my DVR, but some people really like that, and what they want to make sure they definitely have access to it so you can pre-schedule those recordings.
Amazon has Fire TV, a great product. Lots of competition, though. What are the advantages you feel you have with it?
With Fire TV, it's kind of fun. Once you plug that thing in, you're not going to see a bunch of apps. Like some of our competitors, you'll plug it in, you'll see a grid of apps. It'll look like a blown-up version of your phone, potentially. And with Fire TV, we like to organize content the way your brain organizes content. So, for example, you're going to see tiles of TV shows and movies, not apps. It's very content forward. You're going to be excited about the shows you're seeing. You're not going to have to dig through a bunch of apps to try to find it. We have something called Universal Search with Alexa, so you can pick up that remote, hold down the microphone button, and say whatever you want to watch, and we will find it, or go right into playback if it's available for that. And we want to prioritize the free content for you, too, and the stuff that you've already entitled to watch. So if you search for a show like The Forensic Files, for example, if you're a big true crime fan, you'll find that it's streaming for free, all 14 seasons on IMDb TV, and we want to recommend that to you. We wouldn't recommend that you buy it, right? That would be very expensive. We want to help you save money. So that's one of the key differentiators. But yes, there's a ton of competition in the space. I think it's a product of people really turning to streaming to save money, and that's where we're all headed. But we think with Fire TV and Alexa and all the great services and softwares we have here at Amazon, it's really the best place to start.
Beyond saving money, I think quite a few people are looking at content because there's some great content that's only available if you're streaming today.
That's true. Things like watching YouTube on the big screen, or all the content that's going to be going into some of the Disney Plus, the new Disney Plus app that's coming out. It's exclusive to streaming. So we see that people are really moving in that space to access that exclusive content as well.
Whether you're talking about Hulu or Amazon's programming and others, obviously, there are a lot of great shows that have been developed, and sometimes even movies that show up streaming.
Yes, 100%. The investment in original content we see across the portfolio of apps is really impressive. And the thing I always think about is once you've cut the cord, it's super easy just to switch to your phone or laptop on accident. But with a Fire TV, you can watch all those things that someone pays a lot of money to make look very beautiful. You can still watch it on the big screen. We have a 4K product. You can continue to stream in super high quality, high resolution on the big screen without cable.
So what are some tips for people who are thinking about this and wonder, how do I get started?
The first thing I did when I was starting out was I sat down with everyone I share a remote with, and we said, what's important for us to be able to continue to watch? And we made a list. Real Housewives, the Red Sox. We were listing out all of our favorite sports teams. And with a quick search, it was super easy to find out that everything we had listed was available on Hulu plus Hulu Live. So we pay about $40 a month for that service, saving $75 a month total once we've cut the cord. And then so once you've done that, once you find the services that you're going to want to sign up for and you've canceled your cable, the next step is really making sure you have the right hardware to be able to watch everything you want on your TV. We would recommend Fire TV. Prime Day coming up, there's going to be a ton of great deals, so keep an eye out for those. So there's really never been a better time to cut the cord.
And is this actually a real day, National Cord Cutting Day?
You know what? It's been around for a couple years. It's a fun time to celebrate, but probably not. It's not a real holiday. Let's take 4th of July as a more important holiday for this week.
Independence in more ways than one, I suppose. Delaney Simmons, thank you for taking the time.
Thanks so much, Fred. Have a great day.
Now this. Innovation. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, and I've been covering consumer technology for a long time, and it takes a lot to impress me. That's why I'm excited to tell you about the latest way to enjoy cooking in the great outdoors from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. What if you could harness the sun to cook your meals anywhere you go, day or night? The GoSun Fusion arrives this summer using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage, and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co and use the code TEXTINATION to save 10%. That's gosun.co.